Right now this morning, bird flu identified. Ahead, what we know about the most recent case of bird flu detected in a Barron County commercial poultry facility. And providing free tips. Coming up, why you may soon be able to give your Amazon driver a little extra holiday cheer without even spending a dime.
And a cold start for us as we go into the morning, but later on today we could see some partly cloudy sunshine moving in the area with snow and rain tonight. We'll talk about that in just a moment.
This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, I'm Allison Furkett, filling in for Alexandra.
And I'm Art Jared.
It is Friday, December 13th, and it's another cold one. Another reminder to bundle up on your way to work or on your way to school, because it's frigid.
It's a little frigid out there right now. And good morning to you, Allison. Great to see you as always. We're going to hold on to today to be just like this. Starting out again with cold conditions in the forecast. We're also going to be seeing again that it feels like it's about, in La Crosse, about -3 degrees out there. So we're not as cold as yesterday. Going to Eau Claire, you're at -8 and -5 in Ladysmith. Other locations like Sparta and Black River Falls, we know there's some of our coldest spots there, at least -13 to -15. We've got a wintry weather mix popping into the picture for tonight, though, after we get out of our day of mostly low, I'll say about 2 degrees to about maybe up to about maybe 22 degrees today. We're rolling on to hazardous weather, freezing rain, snow, sleet, ice, all of that combining together. And that ice could get down as far down as southwest of I-90. We know Iowa's going to have a lot of go with some ice today and later on tonight, I should say. We're going into an ice tracker here. We were up to about 0.1, but now it's looking like it's backing off, but that could change. We could also see as we go through Saturday, snow could be up to about 4 inches possibly for us. La Crosse maybe about 2, as well as Eau Claire. You need to know that we have all types of precipitation, 1 to 4 inches of snow or of ice combo. We could see temperatures above 32 degrees. We'll probably get to about 36 degrees. And there's a look at all of your advisories for later on tomorrow. Be safe out there.
The Minnesota man who was arrested in connection with a 50-year-old murder in Dunn County is expected to reappear in court today. Prosecutors are accusing 84-year-old John Miller of allegedly killing Mary Kay Chalace in the township of Springbrook back in 1974. Investigators believe that she was hitchhiking from Minneapolis to Chicago for an art show at the time of the incident. Miller's hearing is expected to begin at 8:30 this morning. After almost 4 decades, charges were filed for the murder of a UWL student. 6-year-old truck driver Michael Pop of Toma is accused of killing Terry Dalloway on Valentine's Day in 1985. Pop's bail is set for $1 million, and he faces a first-degree murder charge. His preliminary hearing is set for 1:30 this afternoon at the Vernon County Courthouse. The sentencing of Adam Fravel will be televised next week. This November, Fravel was found guilty of killing Madeline Kingsbury in 2023. Kingsbury's family and friends also asked the judge to broadcast it. Minnesota state law usually bans cameras in the courtroom for any legal proceedings. The former high school coach accused of secretly taking intimate videos of students has taken a plea deal. 34-year-old Seth Milkey pleaded guilty to 5 of the 10 counts he faced. Milkey was a former coach at Assumption Catholic High School. He was accused of using a spy camera to capture video of students. Sentencing for Milkey is set for February 10th. He's currently out on a $25,000 signature bond. The wife of the Wisconsin man accused of faking his own death is divorcing him. That's according to court records. Police say Ryan Borkwart faked his own death on Green Lake in August and fled to Europe to meet up with a woman. On Tuesday, he turned himself in and is now facing obstruction charges. Today, there are new details about the suspect in the shooting death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Luigi Mangione is currently being held in a prison in Pennsylvania in a cell by himself, though he could be extradited back to New York by the new year with a hearing set for later this month. CBS News' Jared Hill is in New York with more.
This morning, police say they have new information on how the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO got out of New York. Investigators believe Luigi Mangione rode a bike through Central Park after allegedly killing Brian Thompson, then took a cab to a major bus terminal in Upper Manhattan just to go back downtown, possibly taking the subway to New York's Penn Station. From there, investigators question whether Mangione fled to Pennsylvania by train. Authorities also say they found evidence that Mangione knew United Healthcare was hosting its investor conference in New York before the shooting, and that while there's no indication Mangione was ever insured by the company, United Healthcare and its CEO may have been targeted because of its status as the nation's biggest health insurer. It all comes as CBS News has learned the Manhattan DA's office has begun presenting evidence to a grand jury in order to get him back to New York.
I trust the DA here in Manhattan to make sure that he puts forth an indictment that is going to be ironclad.
Mangione is currently being held in a maximum security prison in Pennsylvania, fighting extradition. A hearing has been set for December 30th.
New York police say they are working with Pennsylvania State Police and local law enforcement in Altoona, Pennsylvania, where the suspect was arrested, to piece together his movements there. 3 associates of Donald Trump made their appearance in a Madison courtroom on charges related to an alleged 2020 fake elector scheme. Their appearance came one day after State Attorney General Josh Kaul filed 10 additional felony charges against James Troupis, Kenneth Chesebro, and Michael Roman. The new charges cite a conspiracy to commit forgery and fraudulently obtain signatures to certify that Trump falsely won Wisconsin in 2020. Chesebro, Troupis, and Roman were initially charged in June with 1 count of conspiracy to forge a certificate of electoral votes. There's another opening on the La Crosse County Board. District 24 Representative Kevin Hoyer has resigned. He's moved to a farm outside the district. Hoyer won re-election to the board in April. It's the second board opening in the last month. District 7's Gary Podesky is running for Common Council in La Crosse. People interested in replacing Hoyer have until Friday, January 3rd to submit paperwork. The future of off-street parking in La Crosse has been decided by the Common Council. Last night, the council voted to remove a municipal code requiring property owners to offer parking spaces based on the number of bedrooms in the unit. Council members say removing the code will allow more housing units to be created. It will also decrease the cost of housing due to the high price tag off-street parking comes with. The Common Council also voted to demolish a La Crosse building referred to as the Pink Palace. It's to make room for a new housing development called Haven on Main. The 74-unit, $22 million building will address the city's need for more inclusive housing. Community members have mixed reactions about the project. The Pink Palace was built in the 1800s, and some say its history should be preserved. But the city's community development manager says the new project will fill a massive need.
I don't think the Pink Palace will be existing in the way that it did previously, regardless of what the future looks like. And I think that this is an important project for our community to be able to provide some really incredible quality housing to adults with disabilities. And to me, that's more important than preserving a building.
Developers plan to incorporate elements from the original building into the new structure to honor its history. 10 local towns are getting state funding to replace aging water infrastructure. Governor Evers and the DNR are giving more than $440 million to projects across 50 Wisconsin municipalities. The money is through the bipartisan infrastructure law and the state's Clean Water Fund. Projects that got approved include nearly $1 million sewer replacements in Arcadia and Viroqua. The full list of recipients is on our website. Still ahead on your morning news, Amazon is allowing you to tip delivery drivers for free. 2.4 million Stanley mugs have been recalled due to faulty lids, and first-time claims for jobless benefits spiked last week. And a 92-year-old barber shares how he still enjoys his job after 67 years in the business. That and more coming up this morning. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. The violin is one of the oldest and most popular stringed instruments in history, and today is the day to celebrate it because it's National Violin Day. The instrument is historically associated with classical music, but the violin is used in many styles and genres, including jazz, rock, country, bluegrass, and folk music. However, the violin's history goes back centuries, with the earliest makers of the instrument believed to be from Italy. And as you begin to wake up this morning, we leave you with a quick wake-up call with the city that drinks the most wine per capita compared to any other city in the U.S. Any guesses, anyone? It's Washington, D.C. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is after the break.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time.
We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in.
Trade it in.
The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in.
Trade it in.
If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in.
Trade it in.
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale.
Trade it in.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value, plus no monthly payments until next year. We are professional grade. GMC.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Cedar Creek now offers Trackman golf simulators, so real you'll think you're there. Trackman uses Doppler radar to improve your game shot after shot and lower your score. Golf, some of the most iconic courses in the world. Sign up today. Winter leagues start in January. Tee times booked online only. The season continues.
It's the Friday the 13th sale. One day only. Get 13 of the hottest deals, like ground chuck and matzo pizza. 13 deals that are hotter than hot, including items for under $1. Save big on these 13 deals and more, in store and online. One day only. Friday the 13th, only at Hy-Vee.
Well, good morning to you and happy Friday. As I've mentioned before, cold today, but not as cold as yesterday, man. Whew. All right, so we get into it tonight. We've got a little bit of a wintry mix moving into the picture. That's rain and snow around 2 a.m., extending all the way to 8 p.m. for tomorrow. During the morning, though, that's when we could see some of the roughest patches of mix of rain and snow moving in their forecast. Let's get into it here. Highs for Friday. I don't know why it's taking its own sweet time, but hey, it is what it is. But you're going to see we're going to get into partly cloudy skies. I have never seen this before in my life, and it looks like it's not even going to move either. That's something else. All right, so we get into it here as we roll right into the next few days. We're going to hold on, or next day or so, we're going to look at a wintry mix of rain and snow moving in. It's going to start with snow, then going into a mix of rain, a mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain associated with that. Then maybe some ice kind of moving up from the south coming out of Iowa. Then we'll see more of that continuing on as we go through the day, possibly by the noon hour extending out to about 3 o'clock. We've got our last batch of snow moving in, and rain comes back into the picture for Saturday, and then that gets out of the way. Now, as far as amounts, we could see about 1 to 4 inches of snow moving into the picture. Ice right now is showing 0%, but yesterday it was at 0.01. We could see that possibly come back. It all depends on if we get that lowering of the cloud deck and more of that colder air associated with that getting to the ground. All right, so that being said, as far as everything else is concerned, we are looking at a weather alert day, so please be careful to drive safely tomorrow and take your time, or just stay home and be safer.
In your consumer news this morning, you can now thank Amazon delivery drivers with a free tip with Amazon's Thank My Driver feature. If you own an Amazon Alexa-enabled device, you just say, "Alexa, thank my driver," and Amazon will gift the driver who delivered your order $5 at no charge to you. You can also use the Alexa app or an Amazon account. The promotion applies for the first 2 million thank yous in the United States only. More than 2.5 million Stanley travel mugs have been recalled due to a potential burn hazard caused by a faulty lid. The recall involves all switchback and trigger action stainless steel travel mugs sold in the U.S. The affected mugs are in 12, 16, and 20-ounce sizes. They were sold between June 2016 and December of this year at retailers including Walmart, Target, and Amazon. First-time claims for jobless benefits spiked last week. An estimated 242,000 people filed new claims for unemployment. The increase of 17,000 new claims was more than experts predicted. They say the jump in new claims is likely due to seasonal factors, as layoffs usually ramp up at the start of winter. Forget retirement. A barber in his 90s is an institution in Tallahassee, Florida. He's still trimming after 67 years in the business, and he works side by side with his son.
If you walk into Stylish Shears Barbershop, you'll get good laughs and conversation, but you'll also get to meet Mr. Fred Kinney. He is 92 years old and still cuts hair every day.
For something to do. Keeps me busy.
Well, he's been busy for more than 60 years. He got his barber's license in 1957 and owned Stylish Shears for many years. And best of all, he gets to work with his son, Scott, who now owns the place.
He rides in with me to work, and we go home, and we work all day and just have a great relationship. I feel extremely fortunate to have that, an opportunity most people don't have.
An opportunity he doesn't take for granted.
We have fun up here all day long. It doesn't feel like work to you because it's such a relaxed environment.
Fred also owned the Tallahassee Barber College for a few years, along with another barber school in Clearwater. He's always at the shop, so I asked, what does he do when he's not cutting hair?
Cut my grass. I like to fish. I fish a little bit.
And being 92 years old, many people would have already retired, but not Fred. He says,
it's just as long as I have good health, I'm going to keep going.
Which his customers certainly appreciate.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, he amazes me that he keeps going and keeps doing a fantastic job. This is a place that is special, and I think that the people come here recognize how special it is.
Special in more hairs than one. Scott and Fred Kinney both sharing their love for what they do together.
I've enjoyed it, and I'm proud of it. Yeah.
I feel very fortunate to be able to keep going, and a lot of the customers, I've known them forever. They're like family.
Fred says the barber shop is the only business in that shopping plaza that's been there since it was constructed in 1962. Very impressive. And that's a look at your consumer news for the day. Let's send it over to Art Jarrett for a check on our forecast. Art, what do you have in store for us?
Well, I have no idea what's going to come up next, so let's just play around with that one, my friend. We're looking at cold conditions coming up after that last round of weather, man. I tell you, 2 to about 25 degrees expected today. Rain, snow mix popping into the picture. That comes in later on tonight, and that's going to put us into a weather alert day. We'll carry over to how this all looks going into at least in the overnight hours with a wintry mix. That should offer in at least a bit of rain and snow going into your forecast. And as that happens, we start off with current temperatures right now. -8 for Eau Claire, La Crosse, about -3, Prairie du Chien at 2 degrees this early morning. It feels like, though, it looks like Winona is like 0 degrees right now. Feels like -3 in La Crosse, feels like -8. So not much wind happening out there right now. We're at least 1 to about 8 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago. Eau Claire is holding on to -5 with warming conditions gradually as we get into temperatures above 0 by at least the 11 o'clock hour. So we're holding on to that to noon. We're looking at 12 degrees expected, 16 for your high for the day, possibly. La Crosse starts out at -1 around the 7 o'clock hour and extends out to at least 20 degrees today, possibly 22 for the high, getting in around maybe 4 o'clock. Highs, as we go through it today, we'll get into clear to partly cloudy skies, then increase the clouds as we get closer to the 7 o'clock hour through your evening commute with temperatures in the teens. Then we start to see this moisture coming in the form of precipitation, like rain and snow mix moving in. That snow continues to drive in. We could see some freezing rain associated with that as well, some sleet, some drizzle. It starts over all the way to Minneapolis. Then the second bout comes in from the south. That's around 11 o'clock. We're starting to see that move in by Decorah, Prairie du Chien, rainfall associated with that. Then you get that mix, a wintry mix over La Crosse. It starts to continue to circulate over us by the 7 o'clock hour. Then it continues to wrap up a little bit more to the north by Eau Claire and Marsfield. And then we see that get out of the way and track a little bit more to the east east and out of the area. So tonight, late through tonight, going into tomorrow morning, we're also going into the afternoon as well. Hazardous road travel, snow, freezing rain, sleet, freezing drizzle. It's all going to get mixed in there with ice associated with that. Wintry mix for Saturday. Cool conditions, cloudy skies expected with temperatures widespread to the low to middle 30s, warming up gradually. Ice associated with that by La Crosse. You can see it for possibility of the blue, but once you get to the brown, you're seeing that get a little bit higher and likely to go into your forecast. So today, cloudy. Temperatures around at least 22 degrees for our high today. Partly cloudy skies, 90% chance of showers in the form of mix, wintry mix for at least rain and snow. Sleet, drizzle, all that moving in with mild conditions rolling in for Monday and Tuesday. 40s come back into the picture, then 30s follow by Tuesday going into Wednesday with a little more rainfall and snow on the way. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Art. Still ahead on your morning news, the holidays are just around the corner, meaning you may soon be indulging in those special Christmas party treats. And we have a few tips to help you avoid the winter weight gain.
Up at the Blitz, a couple area basketball teams looking to continue their hot start to this season, plus a few area hockey teams looking to pick up a win on the ice. That coming up in just a bit.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was worried when I found out Duke had to get knee surgery, but the process was easier than we thought.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Valley Fudge and Candy came about almost by accident. I wanted to be in a craft show, and I am not crafty. So my husband Steve said, well, let's make some fudge like your grandma used to make. We took it to the craft show, totally sold out, and here we are all these years later with over 45 flavors of fudge. What's better for the holidays than fudge? We have individual pieces or gift boxes. Try our holiday or everyday flavors. Stop in the store or visit us online.
Hey, it's Reed and Chelsea.
We got a message from Mr. Bobby Bones.
Hey everybody, Bobby Bones here. I just want to say thank you for listening to the Bobby Bones Show. We got some ratings back and we are the #1 morning show, 18 to 49, right here in La Crosse. So thank you so much for listening to the Bobby Bones Show, for listening on Kicks 106.3. We hope to be your friends in the morning. And if you know somebody that hasn't checked us out, tell them, let them know. And again, thank you so much.
Kicks 106.3.
The end-of-year sales event is on now at Osseo Automotive, and that means big selection, big savings. Drive home a new 2025 Chevy 3500 HD Dually Diesel for just $83,900, or a 2024 Chevy Suburban RST for only $76,900. How about a 2024 Chevy Colorado Z71 Crew Cab for $47,900, or a 2025 Chevy Trail Boss for just $61,900. Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. It's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Starting at $13.99.
This is you, one place to the next. One more thing to check off the list. But stopping for 30 minutes? Well, that's just not an option. So that's why there's this, the News 8000 app. All your local news, plus a little bit beyond. So take a break when you want to.
Happy holidays from Bignevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Trane dealer.
Well, the high school hockey season is beginning to heat up a little bit, unlike the temperatures around here. So let's check in on some of the action from last night to start off sports. West Salem Panthers on the road taking on the Avalanche. Early first period, this one happening at the Omni Center. Visitors looking to strike. Lincoln Raisin tries the backhand, but is stuffed by Mason Kelm, and the redirect is not in harm's way, still 0-0. Panther goalie then getting tested not much later. Wrister sent in by Ian Bass, but Noah Johnsrud disposes of it, so we're still scoreless until a quick counterattack has the Avs running. It's Brody Slusser finding the tightest of angles. He bangs it home. The scoring would pick up in the second and third periods, but in the end, the Avs walk out with the 4-3 victory. On the ladies' side, the Cooley Region Cyclones hosting the Eau Claire Stars. Home side looking to get on the board first. Breakaway for Gianna Sanchez, but her shot is gloved. And speaking of good saves, a good one right here by the Cyclones' Diana Hansen, so we stay scoreless until this right here. The Stars on the breakaway, and Addison Grulke lights the lamp with the shot to make it 1-0 visitors. And then Evelyn Kohler just sends this one towards the net. It ends up finding the back of that net. Eau Claire takes this one by a final of 3-0. Now let's go to the hardwood. Bangor hosting Cashton, some girls action. Bangor would come out hot early. Anna Frank gets the rock and fires one from way beyond the arc, and that one is cash money. And then off the steal, Kennedy Hamilton gets the pass, puts one up just inside the three-point line, and a long two falls. The Cardinals go up by 8. Then later on, it's Frank again, this time taking it to the cup, getting the bucket to go, plus the foul. The Cardinals keep on rolling, and they would not let up as they go on to win this one 67-43. On the boys' side, Aquinas looking to stay perfect against La Crescent Hoka. Second half action, it's Trey Barr getting ahead of steam and getting to the cup for the bucket to make it 59-38 Blue Golds. Lancers looking to stay in this one. Good ball handling and body control by Keaton Holder, and the one-legged fadeaway is good. But the Blue Golds are ranked for a reason. Nice ball movement is going to lead to a wide-open look for Talon Reinhardt, and that is money. And then Logan Becker doing some good work in the lane as that pull-up jumper will rattle home. Aquinas wins this one 82-56, the final. Getting a little taste of every winter sport. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Find your red tag and use your red tag bonus cash to get $5,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Get to Macy's one-day sale for great deals on gifts. Fine jewelry and beauty sets? Got 'em. Warm, cozy sweaters? Check. And the best night in ever? Right here. Even better, everybody gets $10 Macy's money for every $50 spent.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step, from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
Hey, Dominic here to tell you about our great Wisconsin-made gifts for every occasion. T-shirts for birthdays, cookbooks for showers, aprons for Mother's Day, hats for Father's Day, gift boxes for weddings and thank you gifts, and for Christmas or any other celebration. We have mini cinnamon bears. They even smell like pleasing. Get your gifts at our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Celebrating their 30th year, the Rotary Lights Display returns to Riverside Park. Drive, walk, or take a carriage ride through the 3 million light holiday display. Voluntary food and cash donations are encouraged. Get into the holiday spirit with the String Ties Yule Show at the Pump House. Enjoy the songs of the season with the sounds of bluegrass, harmonies, and acoustic string music.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
It's time to nominate your favorite business for Best of La Crosse County. Make your nominations in each category now through December 31st. The top 5 in each category will move on to the final round. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers. Happy holidays from Big Nevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Train dealer.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
In your morning medical news, a case of bird flu has been identified in a commercial poultry flock in Barron County. According to the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade and Consumer Protection, none of the farm's poultry products will be entering the food system, and that all birds still on the property will stay on site. This comes as more and more outbreaks of bird flu have been detected in dairy cows nationwide. However, to date, there have been no such cases of dairy cows having been infected with the virus in Wisconsin. Beans are moving up in the latest dietary recommendations. Beans and their legume cousins, peas and lentils, move to the top of the Dietary Advisory Committee's protein list, while meat, including lean meat, move to the bottom. Researchers say beans have fiber and less saturated fat. The advisory committee says, bottom line, a healthy diet should be higher in vegetables, fruit, legumes, nuts, whole grains, fish, and other seafood. It's time for some holiday cheer, but as you get together with friends and family, you're likely to be tempted by all those goodies you're not used to usually indulging in. Experts say maintaining your health over the holidays isn't impossible. Mandy Gaither has tips on how to avoid the holiday weight gain.
From holiday cookies to cakes and carbs, overdoing it on holiday treats can be the gift that keeps on giving.
The average person gains about a half a pound to 1 pound during the holiday season.
Dr. Jesse Bracamonte with Mayo Clinic says many people don't lose that weight. Over time, it can add up.
It puts us at risk for problems such as diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, some types of inflammatory problems such as even some cancers.
Maintaining a healthy weight during the holidays can be hard. Bracamonte says it's okay to enjoy food you love, but be strategic.
Stay on your focused mealtime plans, which means if you have breakfast, have your breakfast. Stick to your lunch. Try not to overindulge and skip meals.
Bracamonte says to limit sugary drinks and alcohol, which can add empty calories. Remember to keep up with exercise, even a 10-minute walk before or after holiday gatherings. Control your stress level. We tend to eat more when we're stressed, and don't graze at those gatherings.
Have a small plate to place the food on rather than doing the eat and peck method. You tend to eat more calories with that. Having a smaller plate may help to kind of limit those calories.
Finally, slow down and savor the holiday food.
You're typically going to be more conscientious of what goes in your mouth, and plus what goes in your mouth you must enjoy.
Mayo Clinic experts say if you do drink alcohol over the holidays, try alternating a cocktail with water or carbonated water with some flavoring to save a few calories. The colder temps and dry air can increase chances for house fires. The La Crosse Fire Department has some safety reminders. They suggest inspecting chimneys to make sure they're clean and free from wildlife. Also checking expiration dates on fire extinguishers, smoke alarms, and CO detectors, and applying this rule when using fireplaces and space heaters.
Our favorite phrase around here is 3 feet from the heat, whether that's a fireplace, whether that is a space heater. You want to make sure you're keeping that area clear. On cold nights like last night, it's going to be tough to not want to put on that space heater, but make sure if you're not in the room, you're turning it off.
McCormick also suggests getting a space heater that turns off if tipped over. The Warrior Brotherhood Motorcycle Club donated hundreds of toys to the La Crosse Family and Children's Center. The toys were collected ahead of and during the annual Sketty with Santa event in Onalaska. The event combines a toy drive, spaghetti dinner, and free pictures with Santa. Warrior Brother MC has been donating toys to the center since 2022. This year is the largest contribution yet.
It's wonderful. It's overwhelming, the, what's here today and what that means for the children and families that we serve.
The Family and Children's Center is still accepting donations at all locations, specifically gifts for families with teenagers or older children. A La Crosse food pantry is caroling for a good cause. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the story.
On the first day of Christmas, wait for victory.
This holiday season, Wait for Food Pantry is bringing tunes to the community. The food pantry is competing with other nonprofits from Madison, Milwaukee, and Wausau for big bucks.
$15,000 is a big deal. That is a lot of meals. Also, we had a cooler breakdown recently, which is going to cost us $15,000 to replace, so that would be the prize right there.
And because the money would go a long way, each organization is going all out.
I think we're about 400 off first place. So it's a lot, but we have a great community that always rallies. So I think it's possible. You know, the great thing about maybe being in a little smaller market than Madison or Milwaukee is a lot of people are aware of us. And so when they hear about us, we're not just a bunch of noise mixed in with other organizations.
The video is on Wafer's Facebook page and website. Right now they're still in 4th place.
It doesn't take much time, maybe a minute to register. You do have to provide an email address just to prove that we aren't making duplicate entries and, you know, following the rules.
In La Crosse, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now this morning.
Voting will be open through tomorrow. Anyone interested in casting their ballot can head to news8000.com. We have a link attached to the story. Good luck to them. Multiple downtown Winona businesses will be teaming up today in an effort to raise food donations to help give back to the community. Today's Stuffing the Trailer donation drive will run from 2 to 7 this evening, and all monetary and food donations will go toward both the Winona Little Warriors Drumline and East End Recreation Center families. This year, the trailer will be located at the Hoff Celebration of Life Center parking lot, but donations will also be accepted at 5th Street Liquor and Homestead Title. Get ready for an exciting weekend of events in the Cooley region and Chippewa Valley. Come and join artists Joe Westerland, Trevor Hagen, and Sarah Elstrand as they perform music on the longest night of the year on Sunday at the Root Note. The Winona Skating Club is hosting a free event at the Bud King Hockey Arena, having their finest skaters perform holiday numbers, competition numbers, and group performances. And experience some movie magic this weekend. The Two Roots Art and Wine Gallery is showcasing experimental short films created by UW Eau Claire video arts students. Now we're going to send it over to Art for a look at our morning travel conditions.
All right, thanks, Allison. Appreciate you. We get into it right now. Current temperatures. Look at Black River Falls and Sparta. They're like -13, getting into -14 in Black River Falls. La Crosse -3. So some of our colder spots here. You get up to the north. Eau Claire is at -8, as well as Ladysmith. So it is cold out there right now, but not as cold as yesterday. Just want to reiterate that. You're getting into 7 a.m. for today in Eau Claire. We're going to warm you up for -5, and by the noon hour going into looking at least maybe around 12 degrees for you under partly cloudy skies. Then we take you to the highest for the day, possibly around say 16 degrees, maybe a little bit more as you get into the 4 o'clock hour, possibly maybe around 18 degrees. La Crosse holds on to -2, carrying over to mostly sunny skies to partly cloudy skies by the 11 o'clock hour, 10 degrees, 15 as we get into partly cloudy skies for 1 o'clock, and then our high possibly around 4 o'clock will be about maybe 22 degrees in your forecast. We'll also be holding on to the possibility of rain and snow later on tonight with a weather alert day coming into the overnight hours, carrying over into Saturday morning and affecting your morning travel.
All right, thank you, Art. And before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
How about Patricia? She's turning 88 years old today. She is a retired grade school teacher that loves painting, doing artwork, and spending time with her family and friends.
And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old, basically any age with the 8 in it, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab on our website.
It's Foodie Friday, and are you ready for the holidays yet?
I am.
Coming up next, we'll be hearing from the owner of the only food truck at this year's Rotary Lights about how he is giving back to the community by recreating Buddy the Elf's famous breakfast spaghetti. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to try that.
Oh, I tried
that
it.
Is
Let
too.
me tell you, yeah, it's something else. Yeah. Okay.
All right, we'll see you after the break.
What will you find at Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique? Everything you need and more. See our selection of Polish pottery, cookware, olive oils and vinegar, and our gadget wall. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique, located inside Wesco and Sparta. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Senor Villa. At Senor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Senor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Senor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes?
While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Dahl Honda is proud to sponsor News 8 Now's Top-Notch Teacher Program. It's always a highlight of our month to recognize the top-notch teacher and thank them for all they do for our students in school. Dahl Honda values the great work all teachers do for our children and community. If you know a teacher who deserves top-notch teacher recognition, please nominate them. Thank you, teachers, for going above and beyond and providing a top-notch education.
Welcome to Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Whether you're a gourmet cook or an aspiring foodie, we have something for your style and taste. See our selection of gourmet cookware, bakeware, and appliances. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Stop in today and tell them Peyton sent you.
All right, taking a look here, getting you right back to how this all plays out. You guys just saw this in case you're just joining us. Man, it is cold out there over Black River Falls in Sparta. 13 degrees right now. Sparta, just hold on to that. Black River Falls just changed from 14. We get into -3 for us locally here. Eau Claire and Ladysmith about -8 degrees out there. Ooh, it's cold. All right, so as I showed you before, you're going to be looking at a gradual increase of local temperatures getting us up through the mid-morning hours and into the afternoon. But we're only going to be seeing temperatures possibly in the 20s today for our highs. Then we carry over into tonight, getting to the 11 o'clock hour, crossing the Mississippi River slowly but surely. There it is. Had some mix of rain and snow, getting the overnight hours into closer to sunrise. Moving into sunrise in the mid to late morning hours, you're going to see more of this snow tracking up to Minneapolis. But you're seeing a second round coming out of Iowa. This is a cold round right here. And it's going to be working in, bringing in some rain and snow mix. And then carrying over to La Crosse, of course, we see the area of low pressure associated with that. That's going to be spilling in a mix of rain and snow, putting in some good snow from Viroqua, getting to Sparta, as well as Black River Falls, kind of circling over La Crosse. So that's where we'll probably get the snow. Then that rain and snow mix continues to move in. Sleet, rain, of course, and also a little bit of freezing drizzle and some freezing rain could be a possibility of that, and that carries over to the evening hours and we're done. Late through Saturday tonight. So that's tonight going into Saturday. Hazardous road travel. We already know that Emily, she broke off her driving going up north, and so she's holding on to snow. She's not driving anywhere because of the snow, freezing rain, sleet, and drizzle and all that stuff, and a little bit of ice southwest of I-90, which is the greatest threat coming out of Iowa. We'll also be seeing here as we go into overnight temperatures. We've got the snow coming in. You've got cloudy skies, temperatures from 7 to about 20 degrees. In fact, we may almost be warmer than we were for this day for our highs. It cracks me up. We get into highs for Saturday, though. We're looking at low 30s to around the middle 30s for our highs. That wintry mix will maintain. Ice possibilities still not out of the question by La Crosse. The warmer you get, or the colder you get to the ice, or the heavier the ice, it's going to be more likely around on the brown scale there. We'll also be looking at 22 today, cold conditions, 36 for the weather alert day for tomorrow, and 90% chance of a mix of rain and snow. So it's going to be a whole lot of combinations of that snow and rain mix where we're looking at least some freezing rain, the drizzle, the sleet, also again with the mix of rain and snow getting to the ground and the ice on the surface. Please be careful. By the time we get into Sunday, we're looking at drier conditions, 40 degrees for your highs, 41 for Monday, and our 40% chance of rainfall. And of course, we dry you out going into Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend and be safe out there. Back to you.
Need to warm up while exploring Rotary Lights this season? A local food truck is bringing the heat and a unique movie-inspired dish. To learn more, we are joined by Nick Brickle, owner of the Chili Revolution food truck, the exclusive food truck of Rotary Lights this year. Good morning, Nick. Thank you for being here again.
My pleasure.
Yeah, nice to see you. Looks like you brought some great stuff. Let's get into it. What is on the menu for Rotary Lights?
So many of the items that I normally sell are on the menu. Everything from the fryers, cheese curds, loaded tots, that'll definitely warm you up.
Yeah.
There are a couple of omissions, but for the most part, anything on my menu that's easy to walk around with,
yeah.
That's warm and toasty and makes your experience at Rotary Lights just that much better.
Okay, great. Yeah, I love how we've got this here. Hopefully people can see it. I'll hold it up. It's like a little three-fer. You've got your cornbread, your mac and cheese. That's a great idea. So this is kind of what you'll be serving the stuff in so we can walk around,
You
right?
bet. So I call that the festive feast.
Yeah,
right?
that's
So you
great.
got mac and cheese on one side, chili on the other, and it's either cornbread or Frito scoops in the middle, your choice. And so you can kind of dip into either one, share it, don't share it, whatever you prefer.
Yes, that's an awesome idea.
I hear you have a dish that's inspired by the movie, what is it, well, the Buddy the Elf.
You bet. So Buddy's Breakfast
we've got
Spaghetti.
that right here. Yeah, so this, tell us about this. How did this come to be? We'll get a close-up of that in just a second.
So Rotary Lights is a really, it's just, for me, it's a great opportunity to give back while doing what I love to do.
Yeah.
And I wanted to come up with an item that people could purchase via donation. All the proceeds goes right back to Rotary Lights and their mission to feed the hungry. And it kind of gets you out of your comfort zone a little bit for food.
Yeah.
Gives you an experience while you're there enjoying the lights, and it's definitely Christmas related. So if you're brave and you want to donate some more money to the cause, stop up to the window, grab a bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah, just order the Buddy Spaghetti, right?
You bet,
All
yep.
right, and we're going to try it in just a few minutes. We've got a couple more minutes to muster up some courage, right?
Sure.
Okay, so that's going to a good cause you mentioned. Okay, so temperatures become harder, obviously, or become colder. It's harder to operate in your food truck. So you're kind of do a little bit of a transition, right?
Yeah. So it is harder. There's a lot more steps involved. It's more of a grind for sure. And so Rotary Lights is really the only thing I do in the cold weather, right? The truck operations, for the most part, have shut down beyond that. But I'm happy to be a part of that for the season. So.
With your catering, right? And so if people do want to get a hold of you for catering, reach out to you on social media, or what do you recommend?
Sure. So for catering, chili bars, I've mentioned that before while I was here. They're really customizable. So different kinds of chili. You can do by the bowl with cornbread. You can do nachos, Frito pies. Which I mean, if you're really hungry, and you want a good meal, a Frito pie is the way to go, right? Fritos on the bottom, chili on top, all the toppings. It's kind of like nachos in a bowl with Fritos or Doritos.
Yeah, this is a big bowl too.
Yeah.
That'll
so
fill you up.
if you're not into sharing at Rotary Lights, go for the Frito pie, right? But I can do those via catering. I've even done chili dogs via catering. So there's a lot of different options.
Yeah.
Groups 50 to a few hundred. I can accommodate pretty easily. So chili is a bulk food. So like I said, other than Rotary Lights, I've kind of moved on at this point and doing strictly catering. So.
Do you have set hours, or how can people know? You know, like we want to go, we want to get this. How do we know you'll be at the Rotary Lights?
So 5 o'clock is the typical time. Usually a little bit before that. I'm there well before that, prepping and getting ready. And then usually between 8 and 9, things tend to die down at Rotary Lights. People tend to scatter at that hour. So that range is a safe bet that you're going to catch me.
Okay, perfect. All right, and yeah, you can look forward to all of this. We're going to try our Buddy's Spaghetti. Let's see, are you going to try it? We've got to at least try it. So we've got some Pop-Tarts in here. Here's a fork for you. Nick's going to try too. Pop-Tarts, marshmallows, M&Ms,
sprinkles,
and spaghetti.
So you've got maple syrup and chocolate syrup in here.
Wow.
Okay. I'm going to try to get a good bite. This is a pretty good bite, you guys. What do you think, Art?
It's sweet. Oh, it's good.
It's good. It's good.
First ones of the year.
Oh, yeah?
You can taste the Pop-Tart. You can certainly taste all the sweetness, can't you? You know what? It's not horrible.
It's not horrible.
For a good cause, I think it's worth it. Art's going in for more. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
I'm trying the Pop-Tart, dude.
He's going to get a bite of the Pop-Tart. All right. Well, Art's feasting. Thanks for being here again, Nick. Stay with us. Hopefully we'll be right back.
Coming up on CBS Mornings, we've got a big show to close out the week. Gail sits down with Kennedy Center honoree Bonnie Raitt. The Singer reflects on an impressive life and impressive musical career as well. In addition, NFL Today co-host Matt Ryan joins us to preview this weekend's big games, including a potential Super Bowl preview right here on CBS. And we're going to talk to one of the stars of a powerful new movie. It's called September 5, and there's a real-life character that he portrays. This is all about the Munich massacre at the '72 Olympics, it was known, and the TV sports people who covered it in the place of the news division. Exciting movie. All that and more coming up at 7.
Hey babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE?
Jade, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes?
Dad, 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks. Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular.
Now is the perfect time to save at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. You'll find store-wide sale prices and we'll pay the sales tax. Drury's makes it easier than ever to furnish your home with top-quality name-brand furniture. And right now, you'll save with store-wide sale prices and we'll even pay your sales tax. Don't miss this incredible offer. Store-wide sale prices and we pay the sales tax. It's only happening for a short time at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
The Good Fight is a youth-serving organization supporting kids ages 10 to 18. We focus on relationship building with the kids. Our small size is our strength, enabling us to really drill down into that. And another big focus is on connecting kids to the community. We always welcome and encourage monetary gifts. You can also contribute by volunteering or through in-kind donations.
If you'd like to donate or learn more, you can visit thegoodfight.club.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Looking for a bank that puts you first? Union State Bank is a community-owned bank looking to provide quality products and services to help make your banking easier. We take pride in getting to know our customers and understanding their needs. We are committed to helping you, your family, or your business with all your financial needs. We're here for you and we welcome you to bank with us. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
U.S. Cellular has the incredible new iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence.
Spread the word.
And don't forget camera control. It'll blow you away.
Get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
What is a hero? Not the kind from comic books and movies, saving the day. We're talking about everyday heroes, those with a special kind of courage or ability, those saving the day, one person at a time. News 8 Now wants to find those heroes and thank them for bettering our community. Go to news8000.com, click on Features, then Hometown Heroes to nominate someone you feel is truly a hometown hero. Happy holidays from News 8 Now.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
It's time for your morning news now. The Minnesota man who was arrested in connection with a 50-year-old murder in Dunn County is expected to reappear in court today. Prosecutors accuse 84-year-old John Miller of allegedly killing Mary Kay Chalace in the township of Springbrook back in 1974. Investigators believe that Chalace was hitchhiking from Minneapolis to Chicago for an art show at the time of the incident. Miller's hearing is expected to begin at 8:30 this morning. After almost 4 decades, charges were filed for the murder of a UWL student. 60-year-old truck driver Michael Popp of Toma is accused of killing Terry Dalloway on Valentine's Day in 1985. Popp's bail is set for $1 million, and he faces first-degree murder of Dalloway. His preliminary hearing will be this afternoon at 1:30 at the Vernon County Courthouse. The sentencing of Adam Fravel will be televised next week. This November, Fravel was found guilty of killing Madeline Kingsbury in 2023. Kingsbury's family and friends also asked the judge to broadcast it. Minnesota state law usually bans cameras in the courtroom for any legal proceedings. The colder temps and dry air can increase chances for house fires. The La Crosse Fire Department has some safety reminders. They suggest inspecting chimneys to make sure they're clean and free from wildlife. Also checking the expiration dates on fire extinguishers, smoke alarms, and CO detectors, and applying this rule when using fireplaces and space heaters.
Our favorite phrase around here is 3 feet from the heat, whether that's a fireplace, whether that is a space heater. You want to make sure you're keeping that area clear. On cold nights like last night, it's going to be tough to not want to put on that space heater, but make sure if you're not in the room, you're turning it off.
McCormick also suggests getting a space heater that turns off if tipped over. Multiple downtown Winona businesses will be teaming up today in an effort to raise food donations to help give back to the community. Today's Stuffing the Trailer donation drive will run from 2 to 7 this evening, and all monetary and food donations will go toward both the Winona Little Warriors Drumline and East End Recreation Center families. This year, the trailer will be located at the Hoff Celebration of Life Center parking lot, but donations will also be accepted at 5th Street Liquor and Homestead Title. And get ready for an exciting weekend of events in the Cooley region and Chippewa Valley. Come and join artists Joe Westerland, Trevor Hagen, and Sarah Elstrand as they perform music on the longest night of the year this Sunday at the Root Note. The Winona Skating Club is hosting a free event at the Bud King Hockey Arena, having their finest skaters perform holiday numbers, competition numbers, and group performances. And experience some movie magic this weekend. The Two Roots Art and Wine Gallery is showcasing experimental short films created by UW Eau Claire video arts students.
All right, taking a look at your local weather here as we get into it. A wintry mix expected later on tonight. That'll carry over to Saturday as well. Hazardous travel, snow, freezing rain, sleet, all areas. Greatest threat is ice along I-90 down to the southwest. Here's a look at some of those threats as well. Wet roadways, slick spots, snowy, slushy roads. Not much in the way of wind. Visibility, yeah, you have a little bit of patchy fog to dense fog in the morning. 22 degrees expected for today. And then tomorrow, we're going to get you to cool with mild on the way for Sunday. Of course, you've got the rain and snow as an alert day for Saturday, and that is going to be dry for you on Sunday.
Right, thank you, Art. And watch so-called slingshot spider pull back and launch its web to catch out-of-reach prey. These images are part of a fascinating study that delves into exactly how ray spiders, nicknamed slingshot spiders, know when to spring their unique trap on unsuspecting prey. Researchers say they believe the tiny predator lies in wait at the center of its web and then uses sensed air vibrations of an approaching buzzing bug to perfectly time the launch of its tacky attack. I hope that these are not in Wisconsin.
I hope they're not either.
Not
they're
a
not
fan
that
of
large.
spiders. I don't want to have to deal with it at all. But yeah, going to be another cold one today. Obviously, bundle up again. Hopefully, it looks like we're heating up a little bit, but with some wintry conditions.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit warmer as we go through the weekend and the next week.
Yeah, so just make sure to give yourself enough time when traveling, for sure. Right. Stay safe, stay inside if you can.
Yeah,
all
and
that
if
good
you
stuff.
don't need to travel, stay home, watch a movie.
That's what I'm going to be doing, bundling up, and just maybe go through Rotary Lights, get that spaghetti.
Get that spaghetti.
Well, thank you for watching. We'll see you at noon.